What's up, fam? I'm back. I know. I have been gone for several months now because I was moving to Texas and so much has changed. So many things have been going on that I decided today I just wanted to sit down, chat with you, kind of update you on my life, where I am mentally, physically, emotionally, all of the things, and just have like a real heart-to-heart about everything that has been going on with me ever since we physically moved to Dallas this year. Sit back, grab some popcorn, girl, because we got a lot to talk about. Go ahead and pour yourself a glass of wine while you at it. So where do we begin? So I have my note because I wanted to make sure I didn't leave anything out. So if you see me look at my phone, it's because I'm trying to remember, girl, what else was I about to tell you? So first things first, I think we should just talk about my mental state and what's been going on. And if I'm just being honest with you, like, there has been so much happening at one time that 90% of the time I just feel incredibly overwhelmed. And it's gotten to the point now where, like, when I feel overwhelmed, I just feel like crawling in my bed, going to sleep, and just trying again the next day. And hopefully I'll feel a little bit better when the sun comes out. Between moving, shifting from the warehouse to the fulfillment center, moving my kids, trying to make sure that their emotions are intact and all of that, trying to figure out what my day-to-day looks like. I've been focused on like regulating my nervous system, really wanting to jump into health and wellness, feeling like I'm losing a lot of people at one time and not really sure where I fit in this new life has also been way harder than I anticipated. Like, I left my parents, I left my mother-in-law, I left my friends, you know, all of these things to essentially better my life, my husband's life, the life of our children, to potentially grow my brands and the businesses and all of those things. But it has been lonely. It has been lonely. I don't know, like, when I got here or before I got here, I just thought that immediately I would connect to people that, like, I had been seeing online all the time, or I had been conversing with, or I had done business with, or whatever the case may be. When I tell you, I have probably only seen 2 people out of like all of the people that I knew, because apparently I moved to the furthest side of Dallas that I could possibly move to. And it's because the schools were the best out here. But because of that, I haven't really like connected with people that I felt I had a connection with. And for those that know me, I'm not the most extroverted person in person. Like, can I turn it on? Yes. But if I walk into a room and there's a bunch of people, I'm most likely gonna be in the back in a corner. And I'm 9 times out of 10 not gonna speak unless spoken to. The way that my husband describes it is like, if you put me on stage and you hand me a mic, I can do my job. But when I get off that stage and you want to have a one-on-one conversation, it takes me a moment. So because of that, I have been actively trying to put myself in spaces where I can connect with other people that are like-minded, hopefully foster relationships and friendships. But I'll be honest when I say it, like, hasn't been the easiest because it's so outside of my comfort zone. And, you know, I think just what my expectations were didn't occur, so I'm kind of like struggling with that. On top of that, feeling like everybody at home, not to say I expected their lives to stop, but I did not expect for it to feel like such a disconnect so fast. And so that has been like a lot to just process through and work through. It's like, wow, like, these people may not be my friends in the next year. I may not actually talk to them in another year. Maybe not even 6 months. And so that has been a lot to process for me mentally. And so I've been doing a bunch of like just daily walks. I started my weekly newsletter back up because I needed a space where I could just kind of journey the joy, like finding joy in the everyday, learning honestly how to like be a present mom that doesn't always have to work. Trying to figure out what me and my husband's marriage looks like now, where we're not always shuffling somewhere. Like, we're actually in each other's face every day, and we actually have time to spend together, you know, coming up on 15 years. So like that, and then trying to figure out like, what does business look like for me now? Like, with no employees, you know, it's me and my husband are contractors, no warehouse, have a fulfillment center. Like, what does the business look like now? And do I even want to make as much money as I used to make? I mean, if you know me, the answer is still yes. But like, do I have to? Like, I think previously it was a need, right? Because I had all of these employees, I had payroll, I had all of these things that had to happen. Now it's like, well, as long as we can maintain our life as far as paying the rent and, you know, all those things, do we have to like work as hard or make as much money? And so I feel like I have been in this constant battle of trying to figure out, what do I want to do now with Gold Mine and Cocoa specifically, but also like wanting to build the Felicia Jarrell brand and really wanting to invest time in like my personal brand and who I am, and allowing the world to get to see me and to get to know me and to get to experience me outside of just the stationery and lifestyle brand that they all have come to love and know, and just figuring out how I want to show up and serve. So mentally, I would say on a good day, I'm at a 90%. On a rough day, I'm at a solid 30. Yeah, I'm back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Where like, I really want to show up here. I really want to show up, you know, with Instagram and TikTok and, you know, all of the different things. But at the same time, it's like, I have been doing that for so long that I'm at the stage where I just want to showcase me. I don't want an agenda. I don't want a content plan. I don't want, you know, any of these things that I have come to utilize and just strategize with. I just want to be me, and I want to be accepted for me at this stage. So yeah, girl, that's kind of where I've been mentally. Like, I've experienced burnout before, but like, yeah, I've crashed out completely. And so I've just really been focusing on like slowing down, regulating my nervous system, slow mornings, just all of the things that we see all over social media, but like trying to really actually incorporate it and not do it for social media, if that makes sense. As far as like my physical well-being, I will say this. One of the biggest realizations is recognizing that like your environment really does have a humongous impact on how you live your life, how you view your life. You know, like how in tune are you with your health and your wellness and your inner self and all of those things. Like in Memphis, health and wellness was not convenient. You could go to the park, but you would probably drive 25 minutes away to get to a safe park, to get to the biggest park, right? You could go to the gym, but here, when I walk outside on my doorstep now, there's a walking trail. Like my neighborhood literally has walking and bike trails and like all of these things where health is so convenient. The only way that you can't focus on your health is if you really don't care. Like it's not a priority for you. And I've been witnessing such a different lifestyle here. Like one day I saw a man just free as a bird on his skateboard in the middle of the street, and a grown man, girl. And I was just like, wow. And it's been so interesting to see my neighbors, husband and wives, walking their dogs together at night. You know, the kids are outside playing. Like, these are all the things that I was not experiencing in Memphis. And I always dreamed and hoped that it would be possible for me and my family. And so it's like now all I want to do is regulate my nervous system, girl, so I can lose some weight. Like, get my stress in order, get this liver and kidney functioning, get this acne under control. Like, so I just started walking. I don't do it every day. I want to get to walking every day, but girl, it's been hell hot. Okay, it's been hot. It's been so hot. And if you don't get outside at a particular time, you're gonna melt. And so when I am able to walk, I'm able to get out 6:30 a.m. I walk for an hour. I don't track my steps. I don't track none of them things that they tell you to track. I'm really just trying to gain clarity. I'm trying to focus on myself, tune into me. And so I just walk, and I would love to get up to 2 hours. Like, that's my ultimate goal, is to be able to walk 2 hours a day. Now I may have to split it up, hour in the morning, hour in the evening, but I definitely just feel like the walking alone has helped me so much, especially when it comes to just my emotions and like finally settling into the fact that we've moved to Texas, that we've left home, and now it's on us. Yeah, so walking has been a thing. I want to join Pilates. That has always been like, I did a couple of Pilates classes back in Memphis. Not too many, not too much, but I did a few, and I really did enjoy it. I like the slowness of Pilates. I honestly don't even know about like all of the benefits and stuff. I just like the slowness. I like that it feels like you're taking your time to love on yourself in multiple ways at once. So that's kind of the update on my physical well-being. I know that stress has been rampant and at an all-time high for me, which is why I keep taking midday naps. So emotionally, I'm pretty okay. Like, I've had a couple of days where I just cried. Like, things were just so frustrating for me. Like, my landlord at our warehouse decided that to file an eviction because he wanted me to pay the remainder of the lease. Right, and I have been there 4 years. He wanted me to continue to pay him through April of 2025, just because. So I have been dealing with that in court, and I had to fly to Memphis this past week to go to court and just say like, no, I don't agree. I don't owe him that, right? And so at this point, I'm gonna have to get a lawyer, which is gonna cost more money, thousands of dollars, to like fight this. But I refuse to give him money that like I don't owe him. So that's kind of been, you know, just finances and stuff like that. It's kind of been a little Debbie Downer, but I just feel like you gotta wake up and keep going. You just gotta keep going. So what's next is you guys just getting to see more of who I am day to day, getting to see how I function day to day. I want to share my favorite products. I want to share what I'm doing with my kids. I want to share my life with my husband. Like, I want to invite you guys into my world as much as what they're comfortable with, right? Because I have to respect my family didn't necessarily sign up to put a camera in front of their face every single day. So it really just depends on what they're comfortable with and showcasing them. But I also want to invite you guys into like building my personal brand as Felicia Jarrell, what I'm doing in Gold Mine & Cocoa, and like how we're shifting that. And ultimately my goal is to get all of the subscription slots filled up for the monthly kits and for the quarterly. And like, girl, when I get them slots filled up, I'm probably gonna like shut it down for a year or two and only like focus on that. I want to move into more speaking. I want to begin writing my books. I want to eventually like for real write my devotional. So just taking you guys behind what it's like and taking you through the real emotions of it all, like the frustrating. Like today was really frustrating for me earlier because again, we just moved to this new fulfillment center and a couple of things got messed up, and I knew that there would be kinks and stuff like that. I ain't expect it was gonna be this type of kink, but it just really frustrated me. And I told myself like, you can't check out. Like, you gotta stop just checking out. You can't get to where you're trying to go by checking out and constantly saying, okay, we'll try again tomorrow. That's not gonna work anymore. Hence why I'm sitting in front of this camera, because I was like, okay, you cannot do that, but you have to go do something. And so I was like, you know what? The husband and the kids, they're out the house. My son's football practices tonight. Let me sit and talk to the girls. It's time that I show up and I talk to the girls. I want to do vlogs. I want to talk about, you know, whatever topics come to my favorite books of the month, favorite beauty products, favorite fine. Like, I just want to be fee. I just want to be fee. And so it's been so much happening. We're still in the process of trying to get ready to put our house up on the market. We want to sell our land. Like, there's a lot happening on that side too. Just trying to completely be done with Memphis, fully embrace Texas. I have started to find community here. So I've been going out with like moms in the area. My kids have been making friends. I recently joined a Boss Women Media. I recently joined their boss class, which is like a new initiative for 6, 7, and 8 figure women to network and share resources and all of that. So we did a photo shoot this past weekend, which was super dope. And so that was really cool. And I'm just trying to put myself out there and get out of my own way. That's the ultimate goal. So I want to hear from you, because you know I love community, real community. I'm not just talking about audience. I'm not just talking about somebody that just tunes in. Like, I want to know my people, okay? And so I want to know, what have you been focusing on lately? Like, drop me a comment below. Tell me if any of this resonated with you, if I'm out my mind. Girl, even offer me like a piece of advice, child, because it has been a lot going on. Make sure that you subscribe. Y'all know the notification bell, all of those things, because we're about to start pumping out videos that it's gonna make your head spin. You're gonna be like, oh my God, when she said she was coming back, I didn't know she was coming back like that. I'm coming back. I'm coming back full force, and I'm inviting you into my world. I'm inviting you. So hopefully you'll stick around. You enjoy it here. You'll pull up a seat every time that a new video drops. Make sure that you get on my newsletter. Every week I drop like life's unexpected joys, moments throughout the week that I just found joy in, the small moments, the simple moments. You know, I recommend favorite products on there, things that I'm using right now. Like, girl, it's lit. It is so lit. Oh, I forgot to tell y'all, like, I even launched Commerce and Community. Finally, I know. Finally, she's teaching. Yes, I did my first workshop. I finally launched. Got some members signed up. I'm about to do my Black Friday workshop coming up, teaching product-based entrepreneurs Black Friday strategy. Like, there is so much good that is happening, even though right now it doesn't always feel the greatest. I know that what's coming is better than anything that I've left. So I'll see you on the next video, girl. That's all I got. I ain't got no more. Love you.